was grassroots engagement. And I agree with you that engagement, public engagement, is the true reflection of participatory democracy. If you leave that out of the door, then you are making laws for yourself, not for the people. And that is why you are seeing that we are taking this journey from the time we advertise for memoranda. And we call the public to send in what they think. Those grassroots were part of the people we are calling. Remember, those grassroots, they have leaders. There are people leading them. Community leaders, traditional leaders, religious organization, faith-based organization leaders, civil society leaders. They are part of the grassroots. And we have received input from the representative of these stakeholders, including the grassroots. Market women, all of them, we have received drivers, we have received from all walks of life. And we're also trying to make sure that we work with the governors of various states to help us with the president generals or community leaders or community heads in their various local governments. Through town crying, like in the south, if they do town crying, or in advertising it in the churches or in the mosque, so that the day of the event, the place will be filled up, and these grassroots we have in mind, that we also have in mind, they will be present there to be heard. And another effort we are making is ensuring that people who speak the same language are in the room to interpret this compendium. For those who cannot understand the big English here, there are people there. The way we have divided, time will not allow me to give you the membership of the committees going to the various places. You will see that Yoruba man is where Yoruba people are discussing, mixed with other people. Hausa man is where Efik man is there, where Igbo man is where. So the people who understand each other, they will be there to make sure that the grassroots will have what they are looking for. And then the first question today was, is this a waste of money? You've done it before. You're doing it again. You did 8 assembly, 9 assembly, and you're doing it again. We are advancing our democracy. And where most communities that we celebrate today pass through what we are passing through. The society is dynamic, and as we evolve, we notice gaps in our laws. And since the laws are not cast on stones, we go through the process allowed by our Constitution. In fact, the Constitution mandates us to amend it. Okay, the framers of the Constitution gave a room for you to amend it. So we are not acting on the frolic of our own. It is not wasteful because through the amendment of the Constitution, you drive development of our communities better and harder than it used to be. I take you for example. There are certain things that before now appeared on the exclusive list, which is no longer obtainable today. We have, through constitutional amendment, taken them to concurrent list. And there are ones existing today under the concurrent list. We are still unbundling them to the exclusive list. We are still unbundling them to concurrent list, so that devolution of power will find out that some of the things that settled at the federal level, we're breaking it down for the state to have access to it. One of them is power generation, power distribution. You find out that we can, through our access to solar energy, we can even as a state decide now to build a mini plant of solar, because statistics have shown that Africa has the 60% solar potential of the world. So while we are looking at the main grids and all that, we can on our own generate and distribute power. Gas is there, so it's affording us opportunity. We're unbundling aviation, we're unbundling railways, we're unbundling some of this feedback to members of the public who submitted memoranda, informing them whether or how their concerns have been addressed in the proposed amendment. Because most people submitted memoranda, they want to know if their memorandum made the list or not. And the only way to be transparent, to show how far we look at those memoranda, is to be able to have this compendium. So from here, they will flip through and they will say, oh, we made it. Oh, our state proposal made it. And I must say some proposal for state creation, proposal for election, local government creation, they made this list. It's for the public to now take it to the next level. This compendium organized according to the following thematic areas will be discussed at the public hearing. And the resolutions reached will be considered by the committee to either enrich or discard them. So it doesn't mean that what is in this document is final. This is just a roadmap to the conversations that we're going to have around the Constitution. This is what Nigerians, this is a summary of what Nigerians are asking for to be done in their Constitution. But we have to take it back to Nigerians to show them whether we captured it well, and they will make their input to know whether what we captured was good or bad. From the report that we get from the public, some will make it to the final copy, some may not make it. So it's not a guarantee that everything that is in this document will make the final position in our constitution reform process. So these are the subject matters you will see in this document. They are as follows. Electoral reforms. Number 2, judicial reform. Number 3, legislature. Number 4, inclusive governance. Number 5, security and policing. Number 6, devolution of powers. Number 7, strengthening of institutions. Number 8, traditional institutions. Number 9, fiscal reforms. Number 10, citizenship and indigenship. Number 10, fundamental human rights. Number 11, local government reform. Number 12, creation of state and local government. These are the things you will see in this document, the subject matters we are looking at the moment. And I'm sure in all these, there is also the gender balance, which will come under the legislature and all that, and inclusive governance, number 4, which has to do with inclusive governance, is where the gender bill falls in. Now, the call to action, in conclusion, I call on all stakeholders and general public to actively participate in the zonal and national public hearing. Your contributions and inputs are crucial to the success of this constitutional review process. We encourage you to download the summarized compendium of the bill from www.hccr.gov.ng. I repeat, we expect you and we encourage you to download the summarized compendium of the bills because we are dealing with climate change. We want to reduce paper production. So you can have access to these by going to www.hccr.gov.ng. Review the proposals and provide your feedback during the hearing. And let me also mention one of the subject matters you're going to see there is on security. When you talk about security and policing, state policing, you will also see it appearing as one of the issues there. Together, we can create a more inclusive and effective constitution that reflects the aspirations of our great nation. Let me mention the location for the zonal hearing. We have the northern geopolitical zones. Like I said, the dates start from Friday 11th to Sunday 13th July 2025. We have North Central. The center will be at Minna. That center will cover Niger, Kwara, and Kogi. And then we'll have Center B, Lafayette Center. And that will cover Nasarawa, Plateau, Benue, and FCT. Then Northwest, we have Kaduna Center. And this will cover Kaduna, Kano, Jigawa, and Katsina states. Then we have the Center B in Northwest, which will be Sokoto Center for Sokoto, Zamfara, and Kebbi states. Then we have for Northeast. Northeast will have a center at Gombe. The center at Gombe will cover Gombe, Bauchi, and Taraba states. And then we have the Center B. The Center B is going to be Maiduguri Center, which will cover Borno, Yobe, and Adamawa State. That will bring the centers within the northern geopolitical zones to an end. Then from the Friday 18th of July to 20th of July 2025, we'll be having the southern geopolitical zones. For South-South, we're going to have Yenagoa as the first center. Center A is Yenagoa. And that will be a center for Bayelsa, Edo, and Delta State. And then the Center B will be at Calabar. Calabar Center will serve Cross Rivers, and Akwa Ibom State. In the Southeast, we'll have Center A, which will be at Enugu. Enugu will provide the center for Anambra, Ebonyi, and Enugu State. And then we'll have the Center B. The Center B will be at Owerri. Owerri will be the center for Imo and Abia State. And then we have the Southwest Geopolitical Zone. Center A in Southwest Geopolitical Zone will be Lagos. And Lagos will serve Lagos State, Ogun State, and Oyo State. We will also have Center B in Southwest. And this Center B will be at Akure, and it will be a center for Ondo, Osun, and Ekiti State. We have been able to make double centers for each of the zones to enable the participation of our people to be more thorough than having it just one per geopolitical zone. We would have also said, let's have national public hearing, and that will be all. But we don't want to do that because there are some people who may not be able to come to Abuja. So we are urging Nigerians to please don't sit on the fence when it comes to amending the most important document, most important national document. Don't complain later if you fail to participate now. From faith-based organization, civil society organization, traditional rulers, businessmen, civil servants, every state is encouraged to send their representative cutting across all the sectors to attend and express themselves. It is when we have finished going through these 12 locations, we will now retire back to Abuja on the 21st to have the national public hearing. So that way, nobody in Nigeria will say we were not told. We're going to put newspaper adverts, we're going to put television adverts, we're going to put jingles out there so that you will hear it or you will read it and you will have no reason not to participate. We're also going to create opportunity online. If you want to monitor some of the hearings, processes online, you want to monitor it online, you will do that. If you want to drop comment, you drop comment. We're using every platform to make sure that the voices of Nigerian people determines the direction the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the amendment of it goes. And we urge you, it is your document. please embrace it. Tell us what you want us to change within these subject matters. Thank you very much, and I'll open up now for one or two questions. Thank you very much, and God bless you. I hope good. In your usual element. Thank you. Good, right?
Perfect.
My name is Abdul.